Hello. I'm going to do the July reading for Pisces. And see what messages the cards have to say. For Pisces. All right, we have two major cards that are coming out first. We have the Chariot. Sorry. Let me grab my water. Okay. So we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is Cancer, the Cancer sign. So it also represents gaining momentum, taking charge of your destiny, things speeding up, moving forward. And then we have the Hangman. And that is letting go of something, looking at something from a different perspective. Could be surrender. So maybe there's something that you've been hanging on to. Could be a relationship. It could be some negative thoughts. It could be a certain way of thinking. And once you do that, things start moving forward. That you start going in the direction in your life that you need to be going to accomplish your goals. That there's something I feel like there's something that you have to let go of. Doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Like I said, it could just be a way of thinking. You have to look at things from a different point of view. So maybe you're not getting along with someone and you're not seeing their point of view. Maybe you just need to stop, look, and listen. See things from a different point of view. Stop being stubborn. Open your eyes to a different way of thinking. Taking some time out to look at things differently. And then you can celebrate. You can celebrate because you're moving forward in the direction that you want to be going in. You're not being held back anymore. Maybe it could be about a job. Maybe it has to do with your work. Like, I don't see anything regarding relationship right now, but I'm just trying to, even though it is for Pisces, it's still sort of a general reading. So I'm just trying to give different scenarios as to what it could be. So Four of Wands represents a relationship. So it could be your relationship, that you need to look at things from a different point of view. Not saying that you necessarily have to give in to someone. If it's, you have to come to an understanding where, you know, maybe you've just been stubborn and you're not seeing their side of the story. And like I said, this is still sort of a general reading for Pisces, so this may not relate to everybody. But this is for those of you that it does relate to. So if you're feeling stuck in your relationship, that you just have to look at things from a different point of view. So that one flipped over. 7 of Wands. Standing up for what you believe in. You have to stand up for what you believe in, but you also can't be stubborn about it, and you have to see the other person's point of view. It also doesn't mean giving in. It's just, it's working both sides out, meeting in the middle. And then you can move forward. All right. Death is transition and transformation. And it also is a Scorpio. So we have Cancer and we have Scorpio. So if that relates to anybody. July is the month for transformation, transition, looking at things from a different point of view. I feel like it's just something is bogging you down. Something's just, you're feeling like you're stuck in the mud. And I feel like in July, something's going to release. And then things are really going to start moving forward in a positive direction. For some reason, I just feel like bogged down. You're bogged down. You're just... You're feeling chained down. You're feeling bogged down. You're stuck in quicksand. You feel like you're trying to get out, but you're just not able to get out. But I feel like something's going to release. Something's going to happen. And maybe it is that you look at things from a different point of view, because the way that it's been going hasn't been working. So you need to look at things from a different point of view. A different perspective. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but just looking at things from a different perspective. Judgment, you have another major card, all right? Judgment, an awakening, a renewal, a revival. Transition, transformation. That's what I keep saying, is that I feel like July is just something's going to release, something's going to change, something big is going to happen. An awakening. Three of Wands. Being in the middle of your journey, okay? There's a wand behind him, he's holding a wand, and there's a wand in front of him. So you're in the middle. This is June when I'm doing this. So maybe this means in the middle of the month, in the middle of July, that's when this is going to happen for some of you. This transition, this transformation, this release, this awakening. This represents stability and harmony. Charging forward, moving forward in the direction of stability and harmony. Seven of Cups is being overwhelmed by a lot of choices. You have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of things going on, a lot of thoughts, a lot of directions. You feel overwhelmed. And maybe that's why you need to take some time out to look at things from a different perspective. To focus. Focus on the direction that you want to go, that you want your life to go in. Where you see yourself in this relationship. Where you see yourself in this relationship for the future. Are you headed in the direction that you want to go in? Is this where you want to be? Is this where you want to go? All right, let's see. Four of Swords. Taking a rest after a difficult situation. Taking a rest to clear your mind. Taking a rest to figure out what direction you want to go in. Prince of Pentacles. Moving forward in the direction that you want to go. Slow, steady progress. You're making progress. Moving forward. This is fast movement, and then this is slow, steady progress. But I feel like you're making progress to getting to the point to knowing what it is that you want to do, and not being so confused after you take a rest. And then once you decide where it is that you want to go, things start speeding up. Three of Pentacles is hard work. So it's going to be, you're going to have to put some work into fixing this situation. So if it's in a relationship, it's not like all of a sudden the light bulb goes off and everything's wonderful. So if you're trying to mend a relationship, then that's going to take work. But if you have the first step, that you realize that there's a problem, and then you're able to communicate with your partner and say, hey, this is what's going on, and then the two of you can work together to set out a plan to move forward, to be in a better place, to have harmony, to have stability. You can both move in that direction. And it will just feel like a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders. If you feel like you're on the same page, if the both of you are on the same page. All right. The Moon. And I want to say, yeah, that's your card. So this is your card. So I love when I'm doing a reading for a sign and their card comes out. So this is your card, is the Moon card. I feel like it represents that you can't see you can't see things right now. Like the path is not being illuminated for you. You can't really see things right now. But you're headed in the right direction. Don't jump to conclusions. All right, that's what that card also means. Fluctuating emotions. I feel like this is the moon is covering up the sun. Do you see how it's bright and it's sunny behind it, but the moon is in front of it? But I feel like there's brighter days ahead, but you just can't see that right now. And maybe right now you're not feeling like that's going to happen. And that's why you're feeling like overwhelmed. Okay? It's kind of funny because my window faces the woods, and then I can see the sky, and during your whole reading I've been looking up in the sky, and I can see the moon. There's a half moon up in the sky, so I've just keep looking at the moon. So that was kind of cool that your card came out, and it's the moon card. So I think that's pretty cool that came out, because that's what I was looking at and I was focusing on, and then your card came out. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands. So this could represent your partner, the Queen of Wands. It could be a fire sign. It could also represent she's somebody who's very busy. She has a lot going on. So maybe you have so much going on that you're ignoring this problem that you're having. All right, that you're not focusing on this problem, and that you need to slow down, okay? That you need to slow down and you need to focus on this relationship, okay? Because maybe you just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. You're like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm just going to try and get through this day. I'm just going to try and get through this week. I'm just going to try and get through this month. But you can't keep doing that, because eventually that's just going to wear you down. And is that really what you want out of life, is just sweeping this under the rug? Because you're just making you're having busy work, okay? Because you don't want to deal with the problem. But once you stop and you focus, you look at things from a different direction, you're able to have that transition and that transformation, to be able to celebrate and have that awakening and have a better relationship. No one likes dealing with problems concerning a relationship, you know? Like, it's never easy having to talk to somebody about something that bothers you, because you don't want to hurt the other person, or you don't want to get in a fight, or you don't want to get in an argument, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to stir things up, But you have to do that in order to work through your relationship to get to a better place, because that person's probably feeling the same way that you are. They don't want to do it either. But if you approach them on neutral ground and you don't come at them at an attacking way, you know, maybe take time out, write down what you want to say, compose your thoughts, and then discuss things with them in a calm way. Like maybe starting out positively, like, I really care for you and I really want to be in this relationship, but we're having problems right now, or there's some areas that we need to work on our relationship, and I'm not blaming you and I'm not blaming me, but let's work on this together. The Hierophant, looking to a higher power. Let's see, that also represents Taurus, doing the right thing. Someone who provides guidance. Maybe you need some guidance in this situation. All right, let's see. You got a lot of major cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are major messages. And you got your card. Eight of Wands, quick moving energy. So I feel like that's almost a reiteration of that one. That once you're able to think about things and work on things, not only will you feel better, but things are going to start moving forward quicker. It's going to be some faster movement. You're not going to feel like you're stuck in the mud. You're not going to feel like you're stuck in the quicksand. All right? You're going to feel like you're making progress. You're going to feel like you're moving forward to that better place, to that happier relationship, to that stability, to that security, to that building a better foundation. Ah, the Star card. Look at that. All right. Guidance, healing, a new path, and a success. Again, I feel like it just keeps repeating itself, that you will have success, that you're going to... I just really feel like for those of you that this relates to, that if you're feeling stuck and stagnant in a relationship, you need to take some time out to think about things and look at this relationship from a different perspective and see if this relationship is something that you really want to have and that you see yourself with in the future. And if it is, you need to not be overwhelmed by all of your decisions and not do... It's like my brain thinks of so many things, but my mouth can't seem to get it out quick enough. Stop doing so much busy work and not focusing on the problem, and take time out to focus on the problem and figure out where it is that you want to be. Do you want to have more stability and security in your relationship? And if it is, then you need to take some time out and think about what you want to say, and then speak with this person. It's going to take some hard work, but I feel like the two of you can work on things and you can be in a better place. And you can celebrate and be happier, okay? You will have success, okay? Guidance and healing. You can heal each other, you know? Heal this relationship. Have a renewal, have a revival, have an awakening. Transformation and transition. Okay, you can't see it right now, but there is brightness behind this moon. There is the sun behind the moon, okay? You can't see the path. You're not really sure which direction you're going to go in, but you have to start somewhere, okay? If you want things to change. So... you can't complain about things if you don't do anything about it. You know what I mean? If something's bothering you, you have to make the effort to make that change, to see things from a different perspective. To put the energy in to change things, to be in a better place and have success. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.